Douglas Zelkowski, should football players or any athlete max attempt on first day of the off-season work, or go to something like a 3-rep max or form failure?
The first day?
Like showing up for off-season.
I know what, this is a loaded question. I know what the fuck's going on with this because his coach is probably having him do this. So then we answer.
Actually, let me read it. Yeah. So I'm a strength coach for a school, and they want max attempt on day 1 of off season.
My answer to that is fuck no. You're not conditioned for that. The athletes are not conditioned to be able to do that. Now, I understand the reason for it, to be able to show the progression. But let me tell you something. If you take somebody that hasn't really done anything in a month, and then you have them max out, and then you train them for a month, they're going to be stronger.
Yep.
And you inflate your numbers to make you look like a better coach, right? Which I understand that as well, where you don't have to max out a beginner lifter to be able to know if they're progressing or not.
Right.
Here's the problem with maxing out a beginner, say a football player. Their technique sucks. What are you going to consider their max, where the technique breaks down, right? Because that's probably going to be about 70% of what they could muscle fuck up. Or are you just going to keep throwing more weight on and have them lift an ugly ass weight in a compromised position to be able to get more weight? Because if you're going to use the 70% compromised technical breakdown, well then fuck yeah, it's going to be easier for you to put 30 more, 50 more, 100 more pounds on this lift over the next 3 or 4 weeks just by technical stuff. Which, what's the point of doing the max to be able to put on for the technical stuff? And if you're going to have them max out and just have them muscle fuck it up in a compromised position, then what's the point of that? So my question back is why?
Oh, right. Yeah, right. That's where I was going to go. I would be just like, what does he want? Does he just want progression?
Well,
or does he want data?
Yeah, no, things have changed over the past decade where coaches, not strength coaches, but coaches, the football coaches, the sport coaches, want those metrics. And so the strength coach is kind of like stuck in this weird position of, well, do I say fuck no? Yeah, guy's my boss. Or do I, so things have changed to where I think now I don't think this is that big of an issue anymore. I'm not in that area, to be able to know. I would like to know why, right? Because it's a metric, one metric. So my other question would be, are you testing the 15 other metrics that also apply to the position as well?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I think you have to dig in deeper as to where he wants to go with that. If it's just the thought like, okay, 1 rep max, they got stronger. It's like, well, if that's his knowledge base of like, he just doesn't have the collective knowledge of what it entails on a physiological standpoint to increase your ability to play those positions. Like, I get it. I totally get that. It's worth having a conversation. Even you're just like, hey, why is this your metric?
Yes. Now, to flip this over backwards, there's obviously more garage and home gyms now than there's ever been in history. My advice to that strength coach and any other high school strength coach is please take the time and show your kids how to bench press and how to deadlift with the best form and technique that they can, even if it takes a week or 2 weeks of your time, because they are going to go into their buddy's basement.
They're going to do it.
Garage, and they are going to max out on the deadlift, and they're going to max out on the bench. I would say the squat, but I'm going to probably guess
if they have the choice, it's not good.
They're not going to do that, but they're going to get in a pissing match like high school kids do that have overblown testosterone to be able to see who can pull the most, who can bench the most. So teach them well enough so they just don't fucking get hurt doing some stupid shit. Teach them how to spot each other in the bench as well, so they don't go do this in their buddy's garage while his buddy is flexing in the mirror. and just all those things that high school kids are going to do, just know they're going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And he also followed up with, no, they don't want to test anything, nor do they want to individualize it. Coach wants to see where to set their rep range on battling it. So he's just using it as a means of putting them in percentages, like percentage-based programs.
I mean, I can still kind of flip it and say if I was having the conversation with a coach, would that coach rather see this athlete be able to do a pull-up, be able to do a push-up, to be able to do a hanging leg raise, and a full range of motion goblet squat? Which is more important to their athletic ability? What metrics do they really want to see? I think most coaches would say, yeah, it's probably important for them to be able to do those things, or old school coaches to be able to lunge for 50 yards. A real fucking lunge, not this, shit that kids will do on the football field that are like just long steps with a slight knee bend.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. And even talking about, like, I know Wendler said this when he was working with his younger kids, like he doesn't let them touch a bar until they can do what is like 100 pounds or something for a goblet squat for a set of 20. Right. So, and it's like, there's a reason. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get them stronger to get them better at their sport. Right.
Yes.
No, I get that.